the kitchen now with a guy who knows Southern cooking. Let me tell you, he's actually from down south, has lots of relatives still living in Louisiana. This is Rod from Jambalaya. It's great to see you, Rod.
Como se va, Amy? How you doing today?
So great. I always love it when Rod comes on because he's just a really good, you know, at-home dad Southern cook, known for his jambalaya. He actually has this big traveling pot that he'll bring to your party, and I bet you that thing really gets the party started, huh?
Oh yeah, it does.
Really fun.
Lots of noise and good smells.
You can see him at farmers markets and lots of different events, and if you need to get a party catered, he'll do all sorts of great Southern cooking for you, jambalaya and gumbo and Cajun meatloaf, you name it, he'll put a great menu together for you. But we're going to do something. Is this something that you kind of grew up with?
Yeah, this is a pretty popular dish down there. It's to die for, I'm telling you. It's delicious. Lump blue crab meat and corn, and super simple. You can make it about 20 minutes tops at home, and it's one of my favorites. My mom just made it a couple weeks ago, which is what inspired me to make it on the show today, and I made myself sick on it.
So good. I know it's one of those things that's hard to stop eating.
It's one of those things that, it is hard to stop eating. I mean, corn, cream, crab, onion,
all good.
Salt, pepper, you know, I mean, you just, like I said, simple and delicious.
Yeah, just a handful of ingredients.
Sure.
So this is a corn and crab bisque, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a fancy Cajun word for soup,
yeah,
I guess.
Exactly. So we started out, we melted some butter in here. What, a few tablespoons?
4 tablespoons of butter, 8 tablespoons of flour.
Okay.
And then you just want to whisk all the lumps out, make sure we get all the lumps out.
Now this is a pot, I can tell, that's had a lot of love in it, huh?
That was Mama Bumblebee's pot, yeah. That pot's about 60 years old.
Isn't that funny that, you know, and it looks like it still does the perfect job, you know?
Well, it does. It's, that's Magnolite, you know, so they last forever.
Yep. So how am I doing here? Is this
Doing
okay?
Great, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just want to make sure we get it kind of all together, and then we'll add the onions in.
Okay. And we don't need any more butter or anything to get the onions going?
No,
okay.
No, they'll cook down, and you notice how finely chopped they are, almost have a mince. That's a sweet onion, by the way.
Okay.
And you want to make sure they're minced so that they, they cook down pretty quickly.
Okay.
Then once we get the onions in there, we'll start adding our chicken stock and our cream.
And this is when you don't walk away and take a phone call. I need to be right here, man in the pot, huh?
Yep, that's where you got to be, man in the pot. You want to make sure you get all them lumps beat down.
Okay, tell me how I'm doing.
You're doing excellent so far. Just keep whisking those lumps out.
Okay.
We're going to come in with our cream and our half and half.
Ooh, now here comes the good stuff. We're not using milk. We're going to go all out. This is a Southern-inspired show, so half and half, 1 quart.
32 ounces of half and half.
Okay. That's just shy of a quart there. And heavy cream.
And then 8 ounces of heavy whipping cream. Yeah, that's getting good already. That's almost good enough to eat right there with the salt and pepper.
Now while this is doing its thing, let's talk a little bit about the crab. Now this is, you brought this in from down south. We're not all going to have access to that.
Right. I think if you search around, there might be some seafood distributors around, but you want to try to avoid using imitation crab meat for this dish.
Okay.
It's really going to take away the effect. This is Courtney's Best. This is lump blue crab meat. This comes from Des Allemands, but if you go online and you want to get crab meat, I know you can get it that way. It freezes well. But this is really, truly what makes this dish. This combined with that corn, because this crab has a very mild flavor to it. But it's a pungent flavor, even though it's mild. It's kind of weird. And when you mix it with the corn, you'll see.
And now we actually have found a product in Festival. Of course, they have pretty nice canned crab meat there, but they have a new refrigerated crab meat product there that we've been using, and it's really nice. So
well, I'm gonna have to look at that because this is something I pulled out the private stock. It's not something I can get all the time.
But
so
with the few ingredients on this, like you say, you can always order this online.
That, and then Sun-Kissed or Tuna-Kissed or something makes those little bags of lump blue crab meat that you can get, and that stuff works really well too. I've used that for crab dishes in the past as well. So.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so
and then we want to add our corn.
And do we still have some of that in the refrigerator?
This is just one can of
canned.
Sweet
so we're
corn.
using canned, huh?
Yep. It's canned sweet corn with all the juice drained out of it.
I'm looking for Yeah, we're real excited about this. Of course, I won't be able to find it today, but it's a new refrigerated crab product. Back left, okay. Oh, goodness, Ann. Back lower left.
You want to be careful when you bring this up to a boil, Amy, because it is heavy cream dairy product. It will scorch easily.
Okay, so don't go check your Facebook or whatever.
No. You want to move this constantly. And oh yeah, look at that.
So this is new,
Yeah.
and we just picked this up at Festival. You're going to find this, either in the seafood area or in the refrigerated section. And it's, I would do at least a couple containers of this, maybe even 3.
What is it, 8 ounces? Yeah, 2, because this is 1 pound right here.
Okay, so
of lump
2
blue
of these.
crab
So,
meat. Yep.
but this is a new product, and it's refrigerated crab claw meat. So it's going to be,
That's
pretty
it. No,
good
that's the
stuff.
same. That's blue crab.
Okay, all right.
That'll
So,
work just fine.
But you need to refrigerate it. When you bring it home, don't put it in your pantry. Get it right in the refrigerator until you're ready to use it. I'm so excited with a lot of the new products that we're getting. People are demanding that we get some of this good stuff, and it's really nice.
I actually got Festival to bring hush puppies because a competitor stopped carrying them, so I went in there to Festival by my house a year or so ago and asked them if they would get them in, and now they carry them.
There you go. Always
so
ask.
Nice.
I always say ask. So we're waiting for this to just stick it up a little bit.
It's getting close enough now.
Okay.
It's actually not that thick of a soup.
Okay.
And then what we do is we want to add our blue crab here without splashing stuff all
And we
over
don't
you.
want to break it up, I imagine, too much.
Well, yeah, you don't want it to fall completely apart.
Right.
And the cool thing is the crab's already cooked.
Okay, right.
So
right.
they cook it, they deshell it.
Right.
So you put it in there, you get it all broke up. Now you just got to bring the crab up to temperature.
Oh, yum.
And then we'll
Salt,
season.
pepper?
Yep, season the taste. Stir that up good, and then what I like to do is I like to wait till right before we serve to add the green onions.
Yeah.
No
nice
one.
and fresh,
Yeah, you get the fresh. They stay nice and crunchy, and then you get that the flavor doesn't seem to cook out of them.
Oh.
It's actually in the onions.
This looks
so
fantastic,
it's delicious,
Rod.
I'm telling you.
So good. If you want to hire Rod to come cater your party, he'll make the soup for you. He'll put together a great Cajun-inspired menu, makes killer jambalaya. How do people find you?
You can find us online at www.jambalayas.biz. Our Facebook is the best way, and that's facebook.com/jambalayas. Give us a like. Every 250 likes, we draw a person out and give away a jambalaya party. So we just hit 500 recently, and when we get to 750, we're going to give away another party.
Oh, I'm going to get on there and like you right away.
Absolutely.
Rod's going to stick around and going to make a fried catfish po' boy. Can hardly wait. This looks amazing.
Thank you.
Let's dish it up. Stay with us. We'll be back.